Hello, Pyro's next, and I'm just gonna get right into the weapons. These are all perfect choices, almost any of them, except one, degreaser. Just put a big O X, big X, because the main positive is the weapon switching. If you're gonna go with like the extinguisher, yay. But think about that for a second. Normally, in normal gameplay, how many people are you normally going up against whenever you do that combination? One person, maybe two, maybe it's probably a medic and something. MvM, how many robots are using in a group? Four. Nice. It's on average. Good luck with that. You know what I mean? It's not as effective, in my opinion. What I normally go with is the flog or the back burner. You'd be surprised with the giants how often they don't really turn around. That's actually the best against giant medics because just crit flames, just you can just watch that health just melt away. Flogs, it does the same thing. Only difference is this is more of a controlled crits. These are just on the back, and mostly that where you can't crit on a tank. This does, so that's the two choices. I was during this gameplay. I went with flogs. So that's kind of your two choices. Default. There's no positives, no negatives. It's neutral. It works. Rainblower is just the reskin. Anyway, for the secondary, there is, I don't know, there's kind of one choice. You might as well go with the flare gun or detonator. Um, that's about it. I mean, yes, scorch shot. If you want to kind of light a couple people on fire, because robots normally kind of huddle together. So like I said, it's like first choice, second choice. Well, first and these are kind of tied. The rest of these, you might as well. I mean, I would just say probably shotgun if you're using the back burner. But if you're using the flog, use the flare gun. Keep your burning damage, coming in. You have a lot of choices for melee. I would probably say to help your team because you should never be your loner. Like I'm looking at for me only. You're, Whenever there's a round with spies, I'd go with the homewrecker, slash neon. The better choice is technically the neon. I feel like I recall. I believe the homewrecker destroys zappers in one more hit than normal. But don't forget, if you're scout, it's a good scout and maxes his milk out as fast as he can. A lot of robots are gonna be wet from the milk, and boom, there you go. That could help. Then after that, the next, those two kind of, of course, obviously together. The next choice would probably be the power jack for the speed boost. If you need to get away or go into the battle. After that is, of course, axe extinguisher. You can never go wrong with the axe extinguisher, but don't use it as the main weapon. I just use it as the support. Like I said, that's kind of the weapons. Kind of the weapon choice. But like I said, this is what I used on Manhattan here because of course there's no tanks. And I don't know, I feel more comfortable with controlling my crits. That's just me. So, but I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm going to be doing some. It's not live because this is pre-recorded. But I'm gonna be commenting as this plays or the gameplay because I forgot that I was on Skype and had the audio of that coming in. I don't. I don't think my friends would care if I'd be putting in here, but to keep it, informative, I'm just gonna have some music playing as I kind of talk through what I do. So enjoy. Hello. Okay, so like I said, this is the second to last wave here. You can already see that I damage maxed out. That's always, best part, especially with the flog, since they nerfed it a while back. It's always good to do. And especially with Pryo, since you're gonna be getting right up into that, into the mix,
you really need to, at least a minimum of 2 ticks on health on kill, even with medic. That's like, you'd be, one. It's just, you really would be literally dodging the bullets. And then I believe I'm about to get some ammo, which I'm surprised I've not. I think maybe we were having a good NG, so I didn't worry about my ammo. I just gotta wait and see what upgrades I'm getting next. And there you can see the upgrades I got for Pyro. I think that's a good medium. 2 blast, 2 bullet, full crit. And like I say, burn damage and the burn length, I would say it's not necessary. I would just go with the damage and your resistances, because the bots aren't going to be staying alive long enough, in my opinion, for you to really for it to matter. And I think I say this too often. I see plenty of people accidentally waste their oomph at the wrong time. I think I do it plenty of times, because whenever it first came out, it was 12 seconds, and now it's 10 seconds. MvM is going to be used. Like I said, that's just the trick. Just hold it and just burn away. I don't know why I whipped out the extinguisher at that point, because I think it's a little, because I don't have any swing speed on it right now. It's technically more effective to burn rather than to the crits, the slow moving crits. And you do remember that. I feel bad for my friend, he didn't quite make it the Sentry Buster. That you build up your oomph slowly, just like the Heavy's Rage against the bosses. You build up remotely slow. So you gotta make sure to try to save it anytime there's a boss that comes in. Try to save it. Actually, the one advantage. Oh, I don't know if I was close. If you, especially with the steel gauntlets here, if you hit them with the, like extinguisher. I'm playing before the change to it, so it crit from any direction. It only take 2 hits when they're on fire. 1 or 2, or is it just 1? I think it might be just 1. He might have been weakened, but I believe it's supposed to be 2. I said there is. I believe I did it on the next wave after this. I did switch to the back burner, just for maybe something different, to kind of do something different for the last wave. And I did do some air blasting into the grinder. You do need to remember that if there's a map that has a death pit, max out the air blast force and blast them into the into the grinder or wherever that pit is, because it helps your team out. That's technically definitely the negative with. Let's see, I don't remember if I survived this. Oh, no. Oh. See, I did have full bullet, but yet they just, I don't know, I forgot how many, I don't know how many heavies that was, but they shredded me. I don't see, that's me playing smart. I don't even try to even get over there, because I call BS on crit, crit bullets. And I know my heavy, right, my friend right there, the way he plays is he maxes out resistances first, and he got shredded. Even though he almost has twice the amount of health that I do. I call BS on crit bullets. You always have to be careful. I think the main reason why I'm using the extinguisher instead of the the flog is I'm trying to basically save it. Yes, you get it remotely quick, but it's a little bit slower with the bots than normal gameplay. A little bit slower. So that is honestly the best way to do, is you can still be damaging and doing all that. Switch to the melee and so you can save your oomph. Oh, I just barely made it. And another thing, I believe I can tell I don't have the upgrade. One thing that's also good for Pryo to max out is movement speed. It's like the only classes that it's best for is Scout, obviously. Engineer is good because it's a good way to Sentry Buster comes in, run in, take care of it, run back out, but the Pryo is good because, like I say, it's mostly for anyone who's really goes into it, that they probably need the extra movement speed. And see, the best way to move around the bots, I'm kind of doing it, is just lots of circles. That's probably the best trick. Oh, I think there was a crit pill on the ground. Got close, from killing me. Is to do a lot of just circling, because their turning is a little bit slower than normal actual players. And like I said, this is almost done. I think we have one more pair left. See, I just turned away. Boom! I just turned away, because you need to know when to actually go in there and when not to go in there. Especially if you see they're milked and you're close to oomph, say, boom, crit rockets came out of nowhere. I believe that's the last, I think. Okay, there's just the medic left. Alright, and I guess I hoped you enjoyed. Yeah, then I'm going to go max up my swinging speed. This commentary. I think I do have another one that I'll be doing just the audio with. But anyway, next up is, I'm forgetting what class it is, but whatever class. So, see you for the next one.